Hello, welcome back to school. I hope you had a relaxing week off from school responsibilities. I hope you had a lot of time with your family and you had opportunities to do things that you enjoy and maybe trying new things too. As we begin this first week back from our spring break, we are starting a new unit. And so I wanted to give you a little weekly overview of what the tasks are going to look like and what we're going to be doing in our virtual class meetings. So let's take a look. Remember, you can always take a quick look at the work that's expected of you on this main Google Classroom page. There isn't anything populated here right now. I didn't want to freak you out over the break by assigning the work earlier than it needs to be completed, but the work will be right here. On our Google Classroom stream, you will see quick announcements, upcoming assignments here on the left, and you'll also be getting our virtual classroom meeting links. Something that will also be new now that we're coming back from break. Miss Peets is finally on the Zoom party. So our Google Classroom meets were really fun, and we might still have small group meetings that way that are more less formal, but our Zoom meetings are going to be the way to go every class meeting from here on out. On the classwork page, you'll be able to see, remember, our work is divided by each week. And for this week, you've got 4 posts. The first is this weekly overview that you are watching right now. There's also a question that you'll answer and turn in before we move on with our work this week. All of your work this week is going to be completed and accessible through this Week 5 HyperDoc. You'll see that I want you to turn it in after you've completed all of the tasks for this week, and there is a rubric attached. So if I were you, I'd click on that rubric first to get a look at what's going to be expected of me. The rubric is split up into 2 parts, one for summary and one for in-text citations. So I can get an idea from that. That's what I'll be working on. Then I'm going to take a look at this HyperDoc. When you click on it, it's going to create your very own copy. So you can type into this document, you can add comments and contact me through that document. All of that fun stuff is going to be right there. You've got a couple of directions here at the beginning, but mostly just reminders and due dates. Our learning targets for the week. These 3. I can provide a strong summary to share information from a nonfiction text. I can accurately embed quotes in my writing, and I can identify and correct errors in citations. So that first target is going to be tackled on the first day of this week, and the second 2 are going to be tackled on no red ink. And you can start that before day 2, but that's when I'm going to give you a big chunk of work time. So as you're perusing this document, you'll see that it's split up into the 2 days. For second and third period, day 1 is going to be Monday, and day 2 is going to be Wednesday. For fifth period, day 1 is going to be Tuesday, and day 2 will be Friday. On day 1, I'm going to give you a look at what Newsela is. It is this really cool online platform that we're going to be doing some research with. We're going to be doing some exploring with Newsela together, but just so that you know, when you go to this website in this text set, it's going to take you to this link called Week 5 Summaries. I've provided 6 articles here for you on various topics, and you can select the one that you're going to read based on your interests and the things that you're wondering about. To annotate your text in Newsela, you can select and hit the color you'd like to highlight it. So I think I'm going to do yellow for an important information, and I'm going to use red to identify words that I'm unfamiliar with or words that I feel I'd have trouble defining to a friend. But I'm seeing that there are words that I might have trouble defining or ones that I might want to help students understand. So I'm just going to make that note that I might want to come back to it, or maybe I'll just look up that word right now and type in the definition next to it so that I can come back to that. And we're going to hop on Newsela while we're in virtual class. You're going to choose one text from 6 that I'm providing to you. You're going to write the title here, the one that you choose, and write your summary right here in this HyperDoc. When you are done with it, you're going to click this link, which will take you right back to our Google Classroom assignment for the summary task. You'll just click Mark as done real quickly and go about your business. On day 2 of this week, you will be sharing your summary that you wrote on day 1 with friends who didn't read the same text as you. So you're going to be sharing some important information with them because they didn't get to read the same text that you did. When you aren't sharing, you are also going to be using that virtual class time in noredink.com. Most of you are in this class. If you aren't, I have a class code for you to use. But it's real easy. When you click on this link, you'll be going to your student homepage and you have your list of assignments. You will be completing quotes and in-text citations. You'll see there are 4 topics for you to master. We're working on mastery of these skills. So you'll see there are 4 topics and you work on them in this order. You have the option to start right away with practice, or you can click through a brief lesson to get an idea of what's going to be expected of you and to get a quick reminder of what it looks like to correctly format in-text citations. I definitely recommend clicking through lesson and maybe even taking a couple of quick notes to refer back to while you complete this assessment. Just like in day 1, you are going to click this link to tell me you are done with your No Red Ink assignment. It's a quick Mark as done button. And the final thing you're going to do in this document is answer the following self-assessment and reflection questions. Just quick 3 questions there. When you're done with that last piece and you've completed everything that's you're expected to do this week, you can turn in this document and I'll be giving you grades for both tasks right here in Google Classroom.